Hello everyone, and in this video I will be comparing the two great nations of the United Kingdom and the United States of America. I'll try and keep it as unbiased as possible here. The winner may seem obvious here, but you will be surprised. I know I certainly learnt a few new things while making this video. Like the previous videos in the series, once again I will be keeping a point system. So without further ado, let's start. Looking at GDP per capita, you can see that there is a difference of $10,713 US. The USA clearly wins the point here. Again, with the number of billionaires, for better or worse, the UK is greatly outmatched. Another point for America. Evidently, however, this wealth does not translate into a longer life, with Britain beating the USA by about 2 years. With the USA at 78.37 and the UK at 80.05. Britain gets a point. With unemployment, both countries linger at about 8%, but the UK wins again here with a difference of 0.1, 2 points for the UK. Once again, with the percentage of the population below the poverty line, Great Britain wins, being at 14%, whereas the USA is at 15.1%. On an index based upon the quality of healthcare in each country, Britain wins, being at 72.61, beating the USA by roughly 3 points, being at 69.03. As it seems, the NHS is not as bad as many would like to think, but then again, that doesn't really say much. Just like many stereotypes, America is very fat.
Hey y'all, today we are doing the Chubby Bunny Challenge.
Look at these, they're mini, but oh my god.
The statistics support this argument, as 30.6% of people are classified as obese. Meanwhile, in the UK, obesity is still as bad, being at 23%. Both figures are increasing rapidly. The UK receives this point. More stereotypes may include Americans being stupid and ignorant. As you can see here, the statistics show that both the UK and USA have equal literacy rates, each at 99%. Both countries will receive a point. If you look at the average IQ, however, there is a different situation, with the UK leading the way 2 points ahead, at 100, whereas the USA has an average of 98. The UK deserves this point. However, does government spending have a significant influence on these figures? As you can see here, as a percentage of each country's GDP, the UK spends slightly more than the USA on education. The UK government spends about 6.3%, whereas the USA spends 5.62%. Britain will receive another point. In the USA, 29.66% of all drinking water is polluted. Britain once again beats America, having 22.35% polluted. The clear winner here is the United Kingdom. Although, air pollution is a different matter. These are, like before, similar figures, but America has the edge this time, clocking in at 25.04%. This beats Britain's 29.68%. The USA has earned another point. Finally, we will be looking at military. I assume many of you watching this video will think that the USA greatly outmatches the UK in all aspects of their military. And as a product of having the largest military budget in the world, well, you would pretty much be right. Keep in mind though that this comparison is useless, as the UK and USA are each very close allies. The American government spends about $682 billion per year on their military, and by the looks of it, President Trump is progressively increasing this figure. Compare that with Great Britain's $62.7 billion, and you already know who the winner is. Looking at military personnel, once again, Britain's 153,770 troops would be swamped by America's 1,281,900 troops. However, Britain's Special Air Service, aka the SAS, would most likely be a challenge. I mean, look at these guys. They look like someone pulled them straight out of Call of Duty. Judging by the numbers though, the USA does get this point. Up in the air is a similar situation. In terms of combat aircraft, the UK has 222 versus the USA's 3,318. The USA gets another point. In terms of aircraft carriers, which are key to any military success, the USA considerably outmatches Britain with 19 aircraft carriers, compared to the UK's 2, which are the brand new Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carriers. Once again in the water, however, surprisingly, Great Britain wins, having 13 frigates to America's 8. These warships are built for speed and maneuverability. Oil reserves are also essential, as pretty much everything relies on fossil fuels to operate, apart from Teslas. The UK is known to have 2,800,000,000 barrels in reserve, and the USA is known to have, well, that number there. These numbers are very misleading though, as the two countries consume very different amounts of oil. Factoring in consumption rates, which are 1,510,000 barrels of oil per day in the UK and 19 million barrels per day in the USA, we can calculate how long each country's supply should theoretically last. The United Kingdom has 1,854 days, whereas the United States has 1,922 days. Although these numbers are too close to call, the USA will still receive this point. With nuclear warheads, you can kind of see how this would unfold, but such weapons of mass destruction do not really deserve a point. So that's just about it. Thank you very much for watching. If you believe I've missed something important out, please tell me in the comments and suggest new videos. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.